Yo, what's up, everyone? It's Robert also with today another Bloodstained Return of the Night video. And damn, it has been months since I said that probably, because that's how long ago I think we actually finished our playthrough of this game. But Halloween was coming up, and I thought, hey, this is a Castlevania-like game, so let's make some early Halloween special or just Halloween special. Depends when I actually upload it. But what I want to do today is rank out the bosses in the game. I actually went to a team maker site. Then again, I had to add a few extra images because they were actually missing a few bosses, but hey. And one of them wasn't missing, so that one is dead out twice. But hey, for the rest, we have everything, so without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? I'm probably gonna butcher a lot of the side bosses, I think, because I just don't know the names of them, but I mean they are not the most important. Actually, I'm gonna try and get those names on my screen, because that might help. Alright. You know what? Nah, it's fine. Anyways, let's start the video. So, the S rank will be for the hardest bosses and the F rank for the easiest bosses. And in the F tier there's only place for one boss. The gluten train. Okay, I thought it was a bit laggy, but then alright, the gluten train. So the gluten train is one of the first bosses you face, and well, actually one of the first. It's the fourth boss, but that's still early on. Depending, there are quite some bosses. But actually, it's just easy, because Zangetsu, also someone who will get later too, will help you in the fight. And basically, he does way more damage than you. So basically, you can just not do anything and still win. There is a time limit you have to defeat the gluten train in. But just because Zangetsu is you helping you and is doing way more damage, I mean, I can't really rank this boss any higher than it currently is. Because, well, he isn't doing much. He has a few attacks that aren't too annoying, I would say. Yeah. I got gluten train on my first attempt, and I'm not good in Castlevania-like games, so I couldn't place him much higher than that. So the second easiest boss, I was actually not sure who to place here, but after thinking about it, there's actually only place for one boss here, and that's Kraftrock. Yeah, I added him accidentally twice. So what is the problem with Kraftrock? Well, he is very simple. It's basically just a hand that attacks you. I think the most problem is if you get too close to him, because in this game when you basically touch an enemy you get damage. But he just charges at you, and he just throws a statue a few times, 2 or 3 times at you. But he isn't that hard. His attacks are very easy to dodge, very easy to see what's he gonna do. And I mean, there was a third boss, and if you come from the second boss into this boss, yeah, it's just like a big jump down in difficulty from the second boss, and that's why I rank it so low. And his attacks, like I said, they are just so easy to dodge. Now, for the next spot, it's also I'm not sure, like, I had not much problem with Baton, Abyssal Guardian, and also, what's the name called? Andrapilius, I think it's called. But I'm going with the Abyssal Guardian. I will place him in D tier. There we go. And that's just because, well, he is still dangerous. He still can do damage. But the problem is, it's at the first time you meet this monster, it's a boss. Later, it's just an enemy in the game that's there. Like, it gets basically relegated from a boss monster to a common enemy. But so I just cannot rank it higher than D rank. Because the first time it might take a little bit of trouble, but I think this also was a boss I got on my first attempt. That didn't happen much in this game. So he's gonna be in the D rank just because of that. And let me think. Balfon or Androphilia. I think Androphilia will get a bit higher, so I'm going for Balfon in D, and he's actually also in D rank, and we're not yet there. So Balfon, yeah, he just jumps around a bit, honestly, but I think I got him on my first or second attempt. Oh, actually no, that's the wrong one, I think. And this gives the Reflect Rain. That's the one I was talking about, actually. Then it's Androphilia. Yeah, I mixed the bosses up. It happens. So Androphilia is, I don't know, the 5th or 6th boss maybe. It gives the double jump, but the fight isn't that hard. Honestly, like, it has a spin kick, an overhead crescent kick, a downward power kick, and a rainbow projectors, but basically it just jumps up the platforms, you jump afterwards and you hit it, then it goes for the rainbow projectors, you just go down instantly, and hopefully you're in time to dodge it. But it's not too bad. The boss is not that hard actually, again. Now we go into the C tier, and these bosses, yeah, these bosses actually took me a little bit, gave me some trouble. So I was actually thinking of putting Bowden here, but I'm actually gonna do that now, yeah. I wasn't sure about it, but I'm gonna put him in C rank. So Bowden. So this guy gives you the short reflector ray, and yeah, basically there's reflecting rays and there's lasers. This guy is just a laser man. Like, he has one attack, red mines, you can basically very easily avoid. But the green laser and the purple lasers, yeah, they are annoying. Actually, I think you get this boss only after you get the double jump, so that would mean this boss is actually the 4th one. But yeah, this boss is annoying, but the reason he's already on the list is, like, his attacks are like not too bad, and you can pretty easily, like, at the moment you face him, his HP isn't much. Like, he dies fast. He hits hard, but dies fast. For that reason, I'm gonna put him in C rank. I think I got him on my first or second attempt. And from now on, I cannot say that a lot anymore. So that's why he's just barely into the C rank. And yeah. The next boss is Vipar. So Vipar is the first boss in the game, and yeah, actually we only started just talking about Vipar now. So the thing is with Vipar, yes, he's the first boss, lowest HP and everything, but at the time he has such limited healing resources because you had no access to the shop yet, you cannot stack up on potions before this fight. You just cannot. So yeah, that makes her hard. Like basically like what I had this boss, I think it was 3 or 4 attempts. It was me just learn the pattern and go with it. So yeah, I actually think Vipar is kinda challenging and a good first boss at that. I mean, I think Vipar is a better first boss. Like, imagine if they put Craftwork there and put his HP a little bit down. Or Glitter Train when Zangetsu helps you. Also, that wouldn't make any sense. But why would a train there be? But anyways, yeah. I think it's a very good first boss. Still kinda challenging. Gives you a good look at what's up ahead in the game, you know? Because the game will throw a lot of challenges at you later on. Like, C tier bosses are still very doable, like, but the B tier, them, and A tier, and even S tier bosses, those are in the game. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Vipar, he has a few attacks. The shot is actually like insane, like, it's like you throw a tentacle at your enemies, it does a lot of damage, it does cost a lot of I'm gonna say mana, I'm just gonna go that, mana, or MP, yeah, let's go to MP. So she summons sometimes some of those tentacle thingies, out of scout, octopuses, I think. And then also a water jet, but that never hit me ever. A tentacle sweep, a water jet, and basically purple projectiles that she shoot at you. And some acid, I thought. But she isn't too bad, but because you do solo damage and early in the game, yeah. And to top off the C tier, this is probably controversial, but I'm probably just gonna put at the top of the C tier, I'm actually going with G-Ball. So G-Ball is somewhat a final boss, somewhat not a final boss. It's hard. Like, you can fight him on different times. And on the time you fight him, the easier he gets, because you will be further in the game. But if you fight him directly when you can, he's probably like B tier or A tier. If A tier at the bottom, but yeah. If you fight him like later on, he's pretty much a cakewalk, but I'm not gonna put him lower than C, because, well, let's say you don't know about the good end and just instantly fight Rikibo when you can. And you have seen this tier list. Or you see this tier list after and you think, you would think, no, he cannot be D or E tier, you know? Because I would have put him D tier of how easy it was after you have done everything in the game to get the good ending. Then he would definitely be up in, then he would just be D tier maybe. But if you fight him directly he would be higher, but because you can fight him that late, and for the good ending you have to fight him that late. You have actually you fight him, wait till the moon's turn red, then hit the moon with the Zangetsu, boom, you go to the last part of the game. That's still some hours actually, but hey. Actually, now let's go to the next boss, the B tier. And the B tier, I don't think that many bosses will go to the B tier, but this boss, I was not sure to put him in the C tier or the B tier. But I think I'm gonna put them in B, and it's Valafar. So Valafar is a weird boss. I put him at the bottom of the B tier because he is one of the later bosses, so he can do a lot of damage, but his attacks are so... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put him in C tier. Like, he is just not that hard, and I'm actually gonna put him all the way there. The thing is, he can be so hard as you like, but basically you can just completely cheese the fight. Before you enter the fight, just spend all your money. How money you have, spend it. Spend it on weapons, potions, everything, name it. Because this guy has an ability this guy's ability is when he has lost a certain amount of HP, he will heal on the money you have. He basically steals your money, boom, he heals. But if you spend all your money, he cannot. And his attacks are so simple. This boss wasn't hard, and that's why he is ranked, yeah, as low as he is for a boss that's very late into the game. Now we go actually to the B rank. And I'm gonna start with Valak. So Valak is a double dragon head, I think it's best to call. There we go. So I think this is the third or fourth boss already, and he's the Tower of the Twin Dragons, and that is why you fight this boss. And they're actually pretty deadly, but it gives you one of the best attacks in the game. It gives you like Inferno Breath, and then a head games and breathes fire, and it's so strong to have. The fight itself, it's like the heads are it's moving constantly. It's not the easiest because they just do alternate bites. Like then one head does a bite, and the other head does a bite. And they also have like, yeah, you can just dodge it by going to the other side. They also do a attack with that taunt, just jump over it. The flame breath is the deadliest attack, but you also want to jump over it. And the thing is, they have like 6 different attacks. For me, I died a couple of times here. Definitely, it cost me a few attempts to get this. Surprisingly, not as crazy amount of hours as some other bosses do, but it wasn't too bad. So yeah, B tier, and yeah, pretty much. Next up, there's a boss I pretty much forgot about. I'm not sure which one actually is easier, but I'm gonna place the Double Gunner first, as Double Gunner is a bit of a weird boss. It's basically like a copy of you fight. Yeah. It has a few attacks. Like, I don't know, I think I got quite fast. I have no idea how to rate this Double Gunner. It's just, it has like the same attacks as you, same shots, equipped, everything. But it's a weird boss, and I'm actually gonna place it behind the dragon. So yeah, it's in B rank, but it's just, I don't have much to say about it, because I killed it like on my maybe second, third attempt. It wasn't all that bad, but she was a bit annoying. So we go into the next of the list. I'm also not sure what to do with the side bosses. I rank them at the end. I think that's probably for the best. The next boss I'm gonna rank is Bloodless. The Lady of Blood, I think you can call her if you want to give her a name. So Bloodless, what can I say about Bloodless? I think this boss is in a part of the game, I think if you kill her, you can still get the first bad ending. I think that's still a possibility at that point. But she is quite hard actually. I'm just putting her at the top of the B rank because there are some bosses coming up that are like even worse and even harder. And yeah. And I totally forgot about one boss, but that doesn't matter. Anyways, Bloodless is a bit annoying. She also, like, the thing is with Bloodless, how worse you are at the game, how harder the fight is. Because remember about Follower when I said he steals your money and heals from it? Bloodless heals from blood. And you know how blood also comes? Okay, she is basically sitting in an sink full of blood, but also when every time you hit, you lose some blood, and she just absorbs it to heal later on. Yeah. And this took me like multiple attempts. Also her attacks, man. Like, okay, the easiest move is that she swings with the umbrella. Like, that's not bad. But then the wavelength of blood, like these summoning waves of blood that go in at you, man. That one is annoying. All I can say, honestly. Then the umbrella summon, yeah, it's not too bad. The blood stream, you have to get by in blood, it's annoying. And the blood steals, yes, heal, she just heals. It's an annoying boss, but it's not too bad. Shall we talk next about the boss I almost forgot about? Yeah. Orobas. The skeleton thingy. Is he C rank? Is he B rank? I don't know where exactly to place him. Actually, I'm gonna place him just behind G-Ball, because I don't think... Actually, I'm gonna place him even behind Volvar. I don't think Ouroboros is one of those hard bosses. Ouroboros is you meet him late, very late, and he gives you a pretty unique ability that you can like switch gravity around, turn everything turn yourself upside down. You can walk on the... Then you basically walk on the roof as the floor, you know. But that also pretty much he does. He just can jump on the roof and attack you from there. But yeah, he has only 3 attacks. One of them is a body slam. Well, I don't think I have to say what that means. Black lasers that, yeah, just walk ahead of him into the end of the area and you dodge it. The only thing that are annoying in my opinion are the purple orb reactors. But yeah, this one didn't took too many attempts, and just the fact that I completely forgot that those boss existence says enough. Now it's gonna be hard. I am gonna say in the beginning of the E rank, Alfred. The thing is, our bosses now are pretty difficult, but Alfred just takes the E rank because he's just annoying. This fight is super annoying. It's not... It took me multiple, like quite a few attempts to beat this guy. And this is the guy you fight after the Bloodlust boss. Also, you have to face him at this point, otherwise you cannot progress in the game. The problem is, yeah, remember when I said about the Ouroboros last one, he had only 3 attacks? This guy you faced before, he has 6 attacks. One of them is super annoying, it's a potion. He throws like a potion in front of him, basically where you are, boom, you potion. So basically if you don't have a lot of anti-potions with you when you face the boss, you're screwed. You're done. Next, an ice yeah, he throws also ice on the floor. Now you're frozen, good luck. Fire on the floor, big damage. An ice spell, yeah, just jump over him, it's a bit different. A curse spell, oh that's bad actually when that hits. Then your hit points get halved for a certain time. And he also has a time spell. Well, that's actually not too bad. I think he spawns orbs and you basically have to avoid touching them if I remember correctly. But yeah, he took many attempts. The potion is just so annoying. And then, yeah, you can basically just get frozen. And you have to walk all around because he just teleports all over the place. Man, he is such a menace to beat. Alright, so the next boss is the first Zenjutsu fight. Although this took me like so many attempts, maybe even more attempts than every other boss. I'm gonna rank him here because, well, basically because it's the second boss in the game. So the reason I rank him only now and not later is because, well, he isn't as strong as all the bosses, basically. But that is only because it's the second boss fight. So he has two phases. The first phase is just a it's just a slash forward, just backstab, and it's fine. Horizontal slash jump or crouch, yeah. He has multiple slashes, just good luck getting the right one. Yeah, and then downward sword slam F, like he grapples with you, like, man. Upward slash and defensive stance. Defensive stance is actually easy. Defensive stance, you just jump over him. And I don't remember if he had to do nothing or just attack him from the back. But hardest in his phase 2. Always moves will do backwards, and when he lands like when he jumps in the air and then lands, there is just getting a fire between his attack, like fire before him. So you just cannot counter it only from forward. You have to be behind him, or otherwise, yeah, good luck. Okay, to top of the E rank, I wasn't sure if I should rank this as a boss or not, but I decided to do it. It's Dominique. This doesn't mean Bale, because if you beat Dominique afterwards you fight in Bale, and the thing is, it happens right after each other. But I decided to give Dominique her own space in her own place, because basically Bale is harder, it's way harder than the fight with her. Like, Dominique is way easier than Bale, and Bale is final boss. So that's why she is E rank. She has some annoying attacks, like, I think I fought her with what, I actually don't even know what I used against them, and like I thought I was using the strongest whip in the game, but she has, like, in the first phase 2 attacks, and second phase she gets 2 other attacks. Don't let that fool you that she only has 4 attacks though. Okay, so one of the attacks that she summons a ghost that basically tracks you, the player. It's not the worst attack in the game, but it's there, I suppose. That's the best way to call it. So yeah. The other attack is she summons some columns of fire that will spawn instances around the room. Yeah, that's annoying. It's dodgeable, but it's not an easy dodge. Let's just say that. It's not an easy dodge. And she can, in the second phase, she can cast a holy beam at you, and that will follow your movement. It's very hard to dodge. Then again, is it really surprised that she has some very hard attack? I mean, this is the top of the A tier. Those bosses has to be hard. And phase 2, she can cast pillars of ice that fall from the roof. Also pretty annoying. Alright, now we only got 3 real bosses left. Our orders are optional. And now it's hard. We got Gramarye, Bale, and the second Zangetsu fight left. Then we got OD and those 4 optionals. Actually, I'm gonna... I actually meant to do this color, but it's fine. Man, this side is really not working today, man, but it's fine. Probably because I added a few pictures in it, because there were missing a few bosses. Anyways. Alright, so I'm actually, this might sound crazy, but I'm actually gonna put Bale, like the final boss, at the bottom of the S tier. Like, I think there are two bosses actually harder than him. Like, don't get me wrong, this boss has the most HP of all bosses, it's the final boss, it's pretty hard. But like, you have access to the best weapon in the game at this point. The best weapon doesn't matter like with, like there are multiple best weapons, but you can basically just get them. The point is, some of the attacks are pretty dodgeable, but yeah, I just over-prepared also for this fight. By this point, I finally know you can actually eat also recipes and heal from them. But he basically has 3 hats, and in one of those hats, Dominique is also. Anyways, the lizard hat can cast harmonic electric beams that will chase you. Like, good luck dodging those. I got hit by most of them. Then the demon hat can cast 2 harmonic light beams that will chase you as well. Yeah, that's also pretty annoying. Then the cat will shoot a purple beam. That was actually the easiest to dodge. But this boss also has a second phase. And there is it where it starts to get annoying. So the red hat, so basically the demon hat, will cast fireballs when on top. Like, that's actually annoying as hell. The lizard hat will try to catch you with its stun. I mean, okay, it's less annoying than the Homer electric beam. And the cat hat will cast a sonic ability. That's also pretty annoying. I think this boss fight, when I beat it, probably still took around 5 minutes, because you actually fought, and the thing is, you first have to beat Dominique, and then without saving, directly go to Bale. But Dominique isn't just quite as rank, because she isn't as good. And yeah, even though there are 2 bosses that I personally found even harder. And I think I know how I'm gonna place them as well. So next up, the second hardest boss you have to do is Gramarye. So Gramarye is portrayed as the main bad guy, and later Dominique wants to summon Bale when you defeat Gramarye. But at the beginning, Gramarye is the real bad guy. And also the one that kills Alfred. Spoiler alert, but if you are still here, then yeah. By now you should know that spoilers are coming, I think. Anyways, the thing is, like, he has multiple attacks that are pretty hard to dodge, and that's probably the problem. So, the things Gramarye can do. So you can throw a violet Homan ghost at you. It's not the worst attack, honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. And a swamp of hands below you going inside your going through your location. That's the most annoying attack, actually. Actually, in the first phase, because that is the only two things she does in the first phase. So those attack can do so much damage. It's dodgeable. It's not the worst. We get to that in a second. But that attack alone is already so annoying. It does a lot of damage, and the next attack is why I rated higher than Bale. It happens in phase 2. So she basically casts a spell that like Hall of Moons side icons, like a lot of them, go all over the room. You basically have to dodge like crazy to dodge them all. For me, it was impossible, and I died more times to Gramarye than to Bale because of that. And that, man, the damage you in totally take there is so high. It's crazy. And then the next attack, yeah, that's also almost impossible to dodge. Because the beam of light circles around her, dealing damage to the player. But that beam goes over the entire room. And you cannot jump, because then you jump right in at the Grammary, and you know, in this game, if you basically touch another boss enemy, you get damage. Yeah, but then Grammary is one of the hardest bosses in the game, and when you fight Grammary, you better be becoming prepared. But there's actually one boss that I rated higher. And you probably already know who it is. It's the second Zangetsu fight. This guy... Alright, the second Zangetsu fight, I gotta say, this time he isn't your enemy. That doesn't make him any easier though. So he basically wanted to test you if you're ready to beat on the... to beat the final boss, and he then gives you his blade and... yeah. Let's just say this guy. He has like 4 or 5 faces, I think. It's crazy. The amount of moves he can do in the second fight is so insane. He has multiple attacks. Multiple phases, like I said. Like, I don't even know how to even describe him, how hard he is. But I'm gonna give it a shot. His first phase isn't not too bad. He doesn't... His blade isn't any element you can basically... Like, he still does a lot of damage, but it's doable. But his blade will go into multiple tints. I think like one of them is fire, one of them is ice, and one of them is electric thunder, if I remember correctly. Like, this fire, it's basically like the second Zangetsu fight. So you might remember that. But then when he goes to ice and electric and... Man, this boss took me so many attempts. I basically used the Valor shot from this boss, just one to skip one phase. So I would waste my entire MP just to get the flames on him, get him down as quickly as possible, but it doesn't help that much because it only skips one phase. Yeah, that's unlucky. It only skips one phase. But yeah, after that, I think this boss was just so hot. I mean, you might have, if you fought him, you definitely know what I'm talking about. I love to say his attacks, but the game is not really helping me that much with that part, unfortunately, because it shows only the first fight. I remember the fight, but the problem is, it was quite like he does so much. Yeah, it's just I just the horror I have of the boss. If you really want to see how badly this boss is, you should go to my channel. You should go to my channel and just go to the second Zangetsu fight. I think it's called Zangetsu's Test and also Zangetsu's Test. That boss was horrible. That are our bosses that are must. Next, we have a few optional bosses left. The hardest of them is definitely OD. You know what, I'm actually just should actually rank this up, because most optional bosses are probably around there. Alright, this isn't really walking, is it? No. Anyways, OD, like, his attacks are insane. He has so many, and he has even more HP than Bill. Yes, someone has actually more HP, and optional boss has more HP than the final boss of the game. And his attacks are almost endless, man. Honestly. He has actually also 2 phases. I don't even think I actually managed to get to the last phase ever. But in phase 1 he actually even freezes the time. You cannot do anything. And he will cast throwing spikes at 3 locations. And those basically hurt you. But you cannot do anything because the time has been frozen by him. Oh boy, that's not where the CT belongs. And the other attack in phase 1. He will grab Miriam by the neck, immobilize her, and do high damage. Yeah, basically he loves to immobilize you. Gotta love that. In phase 2, that I actually never have gone to, I haven't beaten this boss ever. I'm actually gonna put it just below the S tier. Although OD is probably an S tier of its own. But phase 2, though, this is from the Ricky. I have never made it here, but he will transform into a mist and then into a battle wolf, attack a mirror and become invulnerable, so he cannot be damaged. And he also has the attack will cast columns of fire in front of him at your direction. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, the other bosses are less bad. I mean, I think the easiest is probably the Carpenter, because he's more like a DPS check. Then you also got this another guy, what also is pretty much just jump over him and then DPS check is. So the Carpenter, basically you just attack him, and when he's making a chest, do not attack him. Let him create his item. If you do not, he summons a demon. If you let him, it's just a chest with an item in it. Yeah. This boss, yeah, it's like an undead zombie thingy. He is just very slow, so you should just stay a distance from him, because there's an aura around him that does hurt you if it touches you. Just stay away from it and you should be fine. And the optional boss, I'm just going through them quickly. The next one is probably the jackpot one. Probably made by Volivar, because he lost money. It's quite more annoying. It's not too bad either. It's a bit harder than those two. But all the optional bosses have one thing in common. How earlier you do them, how harder they are. Because if you do them later, what you should do, you get an item, you can craft super best tier weapons with them. So you shouldn't do them instantly. That's the problem. When you get the key, skip them. Just wait till you at the Gramarye. Out of Gramarye, you shouldn't use any weapons, because you just have to use the Zangetsu there, so you can crit constantly. Gramarye, you have to do with the Zangetsu basically. So yeah. But our other bosses, yeah, you can do with whatever weapon play basically. Then there is one bot left, and that's the 8-bit Gargoyle. So I think, I don't know if it was the 8-bit coin or anything else, or 8-bit Evo. Anyways, you go to an 8-bit level, where you also get pretty nice shot, like you can summon an 8-bit zombie that goes forward and does massive damage. But this is back to the 8-bit, so you can imagine this is kind of difficult, because you don't have crazy powers and everything. Same for the boss, but it's very late, so you can imagine this isn't easy. It's nowhere close to OD, but I mean even Bill and Zangetsu aren't. And if Sengetsu isn't close to someone's power, that's saying something, because that boss, man. That boss, yeah. No words for it, man. Anyways, let me know, what do you think of this tier list? Do you agree with some picks, or would have you placed certain bosses higher or lower? Let me know in the comments how you would have ranked these bosses. So we will go over them just one more time. F tier, Gluten Train. Just because, yeah, you don't have to do anything. E tier, Craft Rock. It's just a hand that throws things at you and chases and runs and charges at you. The Abyssal Guardian. I mean, later in the game this gets a normal enemy. Still a difficult enemy. But his attacks aren't that many, I only got a few. I forgot this guy's name, it was something with the E. That's how I know. He isn't too bad. He is, yeah. The jumper, the projectors. Actually, just let's go over everyone. Banthus, I think his name was. Then we got the Skeleton Tin. I forgot the names, yes. Then Volvar, Vipar, Jeebel. Then the BT Doubleganger, Varlock, Bloodlust. A tier. Alfred, the first Zangetsu fight, Dominique. Then here we have all the optional bosses like Carpenter, Jackpot I think his name was, 8-Bit Gargo, I don't know your name, so I call you Undead Zombie, and OD, optional. OD is actually the hardest boss in the game. Then the S tier, we got the final boss, Bale. Then that takes the third spot of hardest boss in the game. The second place runner-up goes to Grammary, and the first place goes to the second Zangetsu fight. Yeah, that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like down there. I really appreciate it if you do. Let me definitely know in the comments what you think. What you find the top 3 hardest bosses and the 3 easiest bosses. Because I'm really wondering if people agree or have like a way different tiering. I think the C tier and B tier might be a bit controversial. I just cannot see anyone ranking the Gluten Train or the Craft Rock very high on any list. Perhaps the D tier maybe a little bit different. Like I think C tier might be a bit controversial because Volvar is there and Jeebel, and the B tier because Varlock is there and Doubleganger. But A tier and S tier I think most people will think the same. Anyways, I thank you all a lot for watching now. This video has been taken way longer than I ever expected it to be. That's usually when I do a team maker though, it always ends up being very long. Anyways, I thank everyone a lot for watching. I hope wherever you are, you have a great day. And yeah, hopefully into the next video. Bye everyone, thanks a lot for watching.